you're in the middle of explaining how something felt. You're trying to stay calm and clear, and right as you begin to express it, something shifts. They respond before you fully finish, but instead of staying with what you said, they downplay it. It's not that serious. You're overreacting. That didn't even happen the way you think. And for a moment, you lose your train of thought. Now you're trying to explain why it mattered. You may find yourself repeating it just to be understood. You may recognize the moment when the conversation starts to move away from how you felt. Your body may feel a slight tightening, like something important just lost space. What's happening here is subtle but important. When your feelings are minimized, the conversation begins to shift from understanding your experience to questioning it. Now you're no longer expressing how something affected you. You're trying to prove that it mattered at all. For them, this can become useful. If your feelings are fully understood, the issue becomes harder to dismiss. But if your reaction is minimized early, the conversation can move before that happens. What this often does is redirect the focus from your experience to your reaction. The interaction starts to center around whether you're too sensitive, whether your feelings are valid enough, and your original concern begins to lose space. If your feelings are clearly acknowledged, understanding can begin. If they are minimized, the conversation can stay stuck in dismissal instead. Over time, this can feel mentally exhausting. You may walk away feeling unheard, or even unsure why it affected you in the first place. Anyone can feel confused in a conversation that keeps shifting like this. Some people describe this as a narcissistic communication pattern when it happens repeatedly. Not because every disagreement is this, but because the interaction begins to organize around one person's version of what should matter. Their perspective becomes central. Your experience starts to lose space, and understanding becomes less important than maintaining that version. In healthy conversations, both people stay with the feeling long enough to understand it. Healthy conversations help you feel heard, not dismissed. Many people respond to this by explaining more or trying harder to be understood. But the more the feeling is minimized, the harder that becomes. It can feel confusing not because your feelings are unclear, but because the conversation stopped being about understanding them. Feeling confused afterward can be information, not failure. Recognizing this can bring clarity, because it helps explain why your experience keeps getting questioned, instead of understood. If this helped put words to your experience, like the video and subscribe to the channel. This channel exists to help you recognize narcissistic and manipulative patterns, calmly, clearly, and without blame, so you can understand what's happening and trust yourself again. And when conversations unfold this way, another pattern often begins to form. In the next video, we're going to explain why you get stuck defending yourself during conflict, and how that pattern keeps the conversation from resolving. Click here to watch.